Hey, we're Jamestown Revival, and you're watching 101.9 KINK Radio in the Skype Live studio.
Thank you very much.
Very nice. Jamestown Revival here in the Skype Live studio. I said this to you backstage. I'll say it to you in front of everybody so nobody thinks I'm rude. Welcome back to the Skype Live studio.
Well, it's good to be back. Thank you.
Yeah, no, and we mentioned every time we have a different logo. We've had different names in here, but all the time you guys always rock. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
I want to talk about your new album. You mentioned it's coming out in October, but before I get to that, I want to talk about your first album, Utah, because I'm a Utah boy. I grew up in Utah.
All right.
And you recorded that in a cabin in the Wasatch Mountains. Where did you record that again?
It was about 10 miles outside of Heber City.
Okay.
So just right up the
up
the mountain.
Right there near Robert Redford.
Yeah, that's right. Not
Did you see him out there wandering around in his backyard?
Well, you know, he didn't invite us over for dinner or anything. But,
He doesn't do that. He doesn't
we
do
went
that.
And checked out the resort. And,
Yeah, but that right in that area.
Yeah.
That's my hood. So
I just now realized you're over there, not in the box.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
I was wondering what you were looking at.
Into a window?
Yeah, I don't like to look at people when I talk to them. Just
I didn't want to
weird
say
about eye
anything, but
contact.
like, I'm
John,
over here.
We're so famous now, John won't let people
Yeah,
look him in the eye.
Zach, tell him I'll
There's-
speak to him
It's
through you.
really hard to communicate in the van.
My question is, how can you miss the big pasty white blob of a redhead standing over here, like what, 10 feet away?
Yeah.
How
It's
could you-
early. It's
yeah.
early for us. We played Seattle last night,
Okay.
and
you
I-
hightailed it down here.
I think our loadout. We got out of there at 1:30, got to bed at 2, and then we had to be hit. It was wheels up at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So
And,
I'm
and
still
here
a
you
little-
are. Your
Yeah.
excuse. It's all
Yeah,
good.
that's my excuse.
It's
That's
all
my
good.
excuse.
Experiencing
It's all
road
good.
blindness.
So you filmed or you recorded Utah in a cabin in the Wasatch Mountains, not far from my hood. We'll get that. Now that's out of the way. This new album, you did it was a similar type thing where you went somewhere different, secluded yourself as a band, and recorded in a farmhouse. Where did you record this one?
Well,
Eerily similar.
ahead.
Eerily
Yeah.
similar to the last time around, but just different setting. We were outside of Austin about an hour, small town called Lago Vista. And just past Lago Vista, we had access to this little farmhouse, and we had so much fun the first time around, we figured we'd try it again and just bring a few more toys and get the same. Our friend Ryan Lipman helped co-produce it and engineer it, and we had these guys here with us and kind of hold up for a couple weeks.
It's been interesting to watch as you know as the digital world we're in, where you can record albums piece by piece. You guys are going into a studio and you're recording these things live. That's how it's recorded. I'm assuming.
yeah,
I want to assume.
Yeah, this one was very much live, much in the same way the last one was. And you know, I think we feel more comfortable when we're in an environment where it's not like you feel like you walk into the studio and it's like, okay, you're on.
Yeah.
If we're living where we're recording our album, we kind of just feel like you can let inspiration strike you versus try to pry it out.
Sure.
And I think that yields the best product for us.
Does you guys are originally from Texas and going back to obviously just out of Austin takes you back to Texas. Does that kind of changes the dynamic a little bit because you're a little closer to home?
Yeah, you know, I think we're very affected by our environment when we're writing. When we moved out to California, it really shaped the entire record. I think the thought of moving back to Texas did the same thing in a different way. You know, it's got a different shape, a different color to it. And you know, we wrote a lot of these songs together with our band. Zach and I are from Austin. These guys are from California. Now some of them in Nashville. But yeah, you know, our mindset was a little different this time around.
The album comes out in October. You mentioned it's called "The Education of a Wandering Man," and you're currently on the Wandering Man tour.
That's right.
Out at the Crystal tonight. We're excited that we'll get to the live music in a minute, but we have one last question for you. It's actually going to come by way of my youngest daughter, Sloan. She come on over, Sloan. She's prepared a question, and I told her, I said,
I think
hit
she
him
deserves a
hard.
little round of
Hit him
applause.
hard. All right.
Yeah.
So, Sloan, you're going to come right over here. You got a question for these guys.
What's your favorite animal? Because mine's a dog.
A dog? Okay.
You know, I'm not that far off. I'm fond of coyotes.
All right. That's in the dog family, I think.
that was in-
Yeah.
Same
Canine.
vicinity.
My favorite type of animal is a turtle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did not see that one coming. See, and that's what you find out when you attend these
Yeah.
Skype Live studio
I
performances.
had a lot of turtles as a kid. When I was a kid, I actually wanted to be a herpetologist.
Really?
Loved snakes and turtles and lizards. Yeah, anything with scales.
So is it still kind of your plan B? If this,
Yeah, I'm still trying to talk my wife into one of those like 150-pound tortoises, but I can't quite talk her into the poo-poo situation.
Right.
When I'm on tour and she has to shovel it.
Yeah, right.
That plus the baby, I think.
Yeah,
might be
not a good
too
combo.
much.
a lot of.
But I really want one.
One day.
Yeah.
That's on the bucket list. You'll get
Yeah.
there.
I don't
We're-
know, man. First, you you don't even look at the people you're doing interviews
Right,
with. Then
right,
next thing
right.
you know, you got 150-pound
And you're
tortoises
riding a
walking
turtle around your
you know?
backyard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Evolution.
Life is good.
All right. Well, we're excited to have you here in the Skype Live studio. Let's hear some more music. Jamestown Revival.